And hello again, dear ones. Reverend Robert with you on a Friday evening at 8:15 p.m. on the Mountain Time Zone. And that means it is time for our evening prayers. We do this every night here on the New Thought Media Network. And we also do morning prayers every morning at 8:15 a.m. So every 12 hours, there's somebody here praying on your behalf and praying for your prayer requests, whatever those might be. So we do that. Hello, and here and again and again and again. Hello, Skip. Reverend Skip Jennings. How are you doing, sir? Good to see you. So grateful you're with us this evening. And that, we're going to announce this later, but we'll announce it right now, too. Reverend Skip's bringing nope, that's the old one. But get rid of that. Sorry. Okay, here's the short story. Reverend Skip is bringing over a new program with us. It's going to be called In the Flow, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that a little later after the prayer, because that was an old banner. We changed the name of it before it got all the way to production, which is I'm glad it changed before we got all the way to production. All right, here it is. Singular prayer at ntmedia.org. Join us and let us know what your prayer requests are. Get the entire prayer team praying on your request. When a request comes in, it goes out to all of our prayer team members, all the ministers that associated, anybody with a reverend or a practitioner in front of their name or behind their name. We make sure they get a hold of that prayer request and they add it into their prayer work as well. So you get a lot of strong and powerful and amazing people praying on your behalf when you utilize our prayer line. So please send an email, prayer@ntmedia.org, and we would love to pray with you directly. You're welcome to also drop a comment in the comment box and let us know there if you'd like us anything specific. Always happy to incorporate that in our prayers as well. All right. So, wow. Here we are, end of the week, another Friday, heading into the weekend. Who knows what's going to happen this weekend, but I know it's going to be good because I know it's God. So it really could be no other way. And I'm sensing this essence, this vibration of excitement, anticipation, newness. I had to take my son to a soccer game. So soccer is starting back up. Everybody's masked. And nobody's allowed on the fields except players and coaches. So all the parents are hanging out on the outside of a chain link fence, trying to find a good place to watch the game. And everybody out there is wearing masks. So my point is that there's newness and there's a new way of being together. We're developing that. We're starting to figure out what that's going to look like and what that needs to be for the next stage of this evolutionary process that we're going through here on planet Earth. And believe me, we're going through a heck of an evolutionary process here on planet Earth. So, good evening, Kathy. Good to see you. Glad you're with us. Thank you for being here. Always good to see you. Maya, good to see you. Apollo, glad you're with us as well. Remember, folks, on StreamYard, give us a like or give us a heart and let us know you're here, and we'll give you a shout out or make a comment in the comment box. Otherwise, we don't really know you're here. And we see that prayer request. Hello, Tammy. Yes. Direct communication. That is what we're all about. Affirming, knowing, and practicing a direct communication with the divine. So let's get into that. If you're with me, join me in prayer. Join me in a place of knowing. If you're in a safe space to close your eyes, please do. And just join in. Join in. I'm feeling a little bit in the shoulders tonight. Let that wiggle itself out as I release and let go of any outside thoughts, anything still lingering from the day, any of the hustle and the bustle, anything that it took to be here. Let go of all that so we may be here together as one Here, recognizing and affirming the oneness that is God's life, the allness, the everything, the Alpha, the Omega. Some call it God, and others call it Buddha or Brahma or Yahweh, Vishnu, Muhammad, Kuan Yin, Source Energy, Gaia, Divine Earth, Mother Earth, whatever the name, whatever the icon, whatever the image, all one God, one power, one presence, one infinite intelligence. Taking form and shape as all of life, taking form as every experience. I know God as that one self-existing cause that is right now taking on form and will one day abandon that form in order to take on new form. I know that one self-existing cause is having its being as every expression of life across this entire planet, every furry creature or creepy crawly creature, winged creature, scaly creature, furry creature, hairy creature, every form of life, a divine emanation of oneness, of this one family, this one life. So what I know is, I know that means that the oneness, the everything, God must be operating through and as my life perfectly. Whole, complete, nothing missing, nothing absent. That is the truth I know of my life. Whole and complete with nothing missing and nothing absent. There are no detours along this journey. There is the journey of becoming, the journey of living, the journey of life. And each one I know is a divine emanation along that journey, that we are each a divine essence of God's life, taking form, co-creating, taking form and shape to bring forth the magnificence that is God's life onto this planet, into this experience of human evolution, into this great revelation that is the revealing of a vision of a world that works for everyone. And what I know is, I know that in order for that vision to manifest itself, there are those old belief patterns that must fade away, those old things that no longer serve humanity's evolution, that are fading back into the nothingness from whence they came, so that the new awareness, the new understanding, the new perspective, the new consciousness may take hold, may take shape, may take form, and root itself, anchor itself in human experience now. So as we move forward from this day into the next and the next and the next, each day another stepping stone upon this evolutionary journey, another opportunity to say yes to the grand calling that is calling, the grand oneness that is calling each to our magnificence, calling each one to a spiritual awakening, to a grand expression and knowing of our spiritual magnificence. You, I, everyone across this entire planet, those that hear these words in another time, those that never hear these words, still part of the one. Those I believe in, those I don't understand, still part of the one. Still part of this revealing, this evolution, this thing that is birthing itself here on planet Earth, right here, right now. A new society, a new perspective, a new way of being together. A new vision for healthcare, and a new vision for food services, and a new vision of transportation and politics and education, of human compassion, working together to bring forth nirvana, to bring forth that idyllic heaven on earth, where each and every one recognizes, honors, embraces, celebrates the inherent perfection, the inherent beauty, the inherent value of every living being. Where borders are irrelevant, where there is more than enough food and home and shelter for everyone, and everyone accesses those resources. A world where each and every one is awakened to their spiritual magnificence in such a great way that everything is perfect. Everything's just flowing because everybody's given their gift, and nobody really, there's no judgments. Nobody's coming down on top of each other. Nobody's getting saying you did this or you're wrong or this is that. But we let all that go and envision that world that works, of love, of compassion, of peace and harmony. And harmony. Bringing the harmony home. That is what we're about this weekend, bringing the harmony home. So I'm filled up. I am feeling filled up, pressed down, and overflowing with absolute gratitude for what is revealing itself through my life as the lives of everyone involved in this mighty ministry we call New Thought Media Network. Grateful for the amazing ways that God's saying yes, showing up, reminding, calling, supporting, nurturing, fueling, and funding all of this. Because it's all God. So it must all be good. And truly, it could be no other way. So from that sense of gratitude, I release this word into the law, into that universal law that must demonstrate that, in fact, is already operating upon this word. I release this prayer into that law and let it be. With a grateful heart, I raise this up and I affirm this truth as done and done. And I let it be. And I invite you to join me as we simply say, and so it is. And no, and so it is. And yes, Tammy, we are affirming that direct communication is there and available to you with your guardian angel right now, right here. No questions about it. It's all happening. So thank you, each and every one. Thank you so much for being with us here this evening. I want to say also thank you to a big, huge shout out to our supporters and our sponsors and our patrons. It's the beginning of the month, which means a lot of people's auto programs are starting to hit, and that means that the cash register is ringing here around the New Thought Media Network. So thank you for being a part of that. If tonight's your night to hit the donate button, I know there's a link in the description somewhere of this video. Thank you for that as well. If you'd like to learn more about our committed giving program and making a donation of any amount on a consistent basis to keep us here, keep these vibrations going, keep this movement happening, keep this word circulating around the planet, then please consider making a donation to New Thought Media Network today. And, and it really does go a long, long way to making sure that we can put together all the stuff that it goes to make this happen. And, we've got Rev Skip here with us today, so I want to share that real quick. Where's that video? There it is. Check this out, folks. There it is, In the Flow with Rev Skip, happening on Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain Time. Thank you to our dear brother, Reverend Diego, for putting all this together, creating that video, and he's going to be holding down the fort and co-producing with Rev Skip on this program. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be a great show. If you haven't seen his program on Facebook so far, go search him out. And starting on April, he'll be here on Fridays with us every week. Really, really looking forward to this partnership. It's going to be a blast. You wait. And he's going to be on Ministers Talking Shit on Friday, the 26th of March as a sneak peek ahead of time. So you'll be hearing more about that as we go. All right, let's see. What else? Hey, remember, tomorrow is Science, Mind, and Spirit lecture series, and that means the Right Reverend Michelle Wadley is going to be with us tomorrow. She's going to be talking about the chapter Body. You look at that lineup of speakers, what a great collection of people, and so far this has been a really, really great program. All the past episodes are on our Facebook and YouTube archives, So you can go back and check out the previous episodes. Last week's talk with Dr. Ken Gordon was really, really good. This week with Reverend Michelle promises to be very good. I spoke with her today. She's very excited for this talk. So. And also, we had a little bit of technical difficulty on Wednesday with the premiere of Nathan Aswell's new show, Morning Musings. So we took that down and we're making some corrections. Got time scheduled this week, but we're going to start again this coming Wednesday at 11 with Morning Musings with Nathan Aswell. He writes a brand new chant every week and shares the insight on the creation of that chant and then shares that with us. Gives us a chance to sing along and contemplate with them. So please plan on joining for that. Oh my gosh, and I just hooked over to the comments. Congratulations, Skip, right on. Yeehaw, yeehaw. We're going to have Ricky Byers on the network too. So I'll look forward to that episode. That'll be all right. We're going to put a lot more. Let's get a lot more people showing up for that one. So I'm going to get out of here. Let you get on with the rest of your evening. We'll be back tomorrow morning for morning prayers and the Science of Mind and Spirit lecture series. Until then, dear ones, thanks for being with us. We love you. You are amazing. Peace and blessings. Bye now.